Many clients ask us, is it possible to find a good investment opportunity in Dubai for just $200,000? Well, the answer might surprise you. Currently, there are 430 new developments where you can invest this money, but only a select few can give you great returns. So the question is, where should you invest? In this video, I'll share the 5 best opportunities under $200,000 that we recommend our clients invest in right now, including one that isn't publicly announced yet. So consider this exclusive information. Starting with Cove Edition by Imtiaz in Dubai Land. Many of you haven't even heard about this place, so let me explain the area first. The great thing about Dubai Land is that it's not really developed yet, and there are no ready buildings by major developers. That's the best because you have a chance to enter early, and the area has high potential. First, it's well positioned, just 15 to 20 minutes from downtown and around 25 minutes from Dubai Marina, so that's convenient for working expats. Second, it's surrounded by 7 universities, so it's kind of a hub for students. They form additional demand for rent. And third, in the future, a metro line will run through the neighboring area. So even without much development, the area showed decent growth, 44% since 2021, while the Dubai average growth was 36% over the same period. All of that makes the area interesting for top developers. So the list of those building here or nearby includes well-known names like Bengati, Samana, Imtiaz and Aldar. Let's talk about Imtiaz for a moment. Imtiaz was founded 30 years ago and initially acted as a construction company. Since 2015, they've started operating as an independent developer. They are working in Dubai not since long ago, but they've already earned a strong reputation. First, their project always feature fully fitted, fully furnished and fully designed apartments, making them ready to move in or rent out immediately. And the materials they use are of great quality. We know how much they spend on furnishing, and that's not cheap at all. Second, they are vertically integrated developer, meaning they control the whole process end-to-end and do the construction themselves. Their first project in Dubai, Westwood in Al Furjan, was a kind of a showcase. Investors who bought early got great rental income. Now rental prices at Westwood are about 35% higher than the area's average. Cove Edition is a series of buildings Imtiaz is developing in Dubai Land, and they've already sold out 4. Amenities here are pretty standard: a gym, a rooftop pool and some relaxing zones. Imtiaz builds fast, and Cove Edition 4, which was recently announced, is planned for completion in Q4 2026. So the prices in Cove Edition start at around $170,000 for a fully furnished studio, which is absolutely the lowest amount you could spend on a good investment in Dubai right now. The project also has 1 bedrooms around $250,000 and 2 beds priced at $350,000. To give you an idea if the prices are good, let's benchmark them. Currently, no buildings in the Dubai residence complex can compete with Imtiaz in terms of quality. So for reference, we'll compare it with another off-plan project in the area. Let's take a look at Ibiza by Samana. The average price per square foot in Ibiza is currently $420, while Cove Edition is at $443 per square foot. So Imtiaz is slightly higher priced, but we consider that reasonable, as A. Imtiaz is a higher class developer, so we expect better quality, and B. All the apartments come fully furnished and designed. However, there is another project in Dubai Land where studios can be bought for around $350 per square foot. I'll talk about that later in this video, so stay tuned. By the way, the price can be lower if you make a larger down payment. In this project, Imtiaz provides a 5% discount for a 50% down payment and a 10% discount for paying 100% upfront. As for the payment plans, Cove Edition offers 2 options: 50-50 structure, pay 50% during construction and the remaining 50% at handover by the end of 2026, and 70-30 structure, pay 70% during construction and the remaining 30% over 3 years after handover. Keep in mind, this option is slightly more expensive. Service charges are pretty normal, 14 dirhams or about $4 per square foot. And now that we've discussed costs, let's talk about potential rental income. Currently, studios in Dubai land rent out for around 10.4 thousand US dollars per year. However, in a similar setup, Imtiaz properties have shown a 35% higher rental rate than the area average. Based on this, we estimate that rental income for Cove Edition might be around 13 or 14,000 US dollars per year. This gives a rent-to-price ratio of around 7.9%, and if you take advantage of the discounts, this could increase to 8.8%. However, there is another interesting project in Dubai land that offers a significantly lower price per square foot. This is Weybridge Gardens 4 by Leos. Leos is a UK-based developer established in 2012. They've started their expansion into the UAE in the recent years and currently have 3 buildings under construction in JVC, JVT and Dubai land. Gardens is a series of buildings that are launching in Dubai land. All of them have slightly different designs, and the Gardens 4, which is currently available, has quite a futuristic look with multiple levels of swimming pools on the rooftop. Apartments come with fully fitted kitchen appliances and even a swimming pool on the balcony. That's quite controversial in my view, but maybe you like that. Also, you can customize the apartment a bit, but that will cost extra. Amenities are at a decent level, like a rooftop swimming pool, co-working space, sauna, cinema and BBQ area. There might be more, but since the project is at a pre-launch stage, we don't know all the details yet. However, it's important to note that Leos is a new developer. They haven't delivered any buildings in Dubai yet, so we can't judge their quality. We did look up their previous developments abroad, and they've built several projects in the UK, but we haven't found any prominent customer reviews. So, all in all, we don't have much reliable information about them. As I mentioned before, their price per square foot is lower than comparable buildings like Imtiaz Cove Edition and Samana Ibiza. It's $351 per square foot, which is roughly 20% lower than the competitors. So consider it a discount for the risk. However, the starting unit prices at Weybridge are higher than at Imtiaz, because the layouts are bigger and every apartment features a swimming pool on the balcony. Even the studios. So studios, sized around 544 square feet compared to 386 square feet at Cove Edition, start at 191,000 US dollars. One bedrooms start from $225,000 and 2 bedrooms go for $435,000. They also have 3 quite attractive payment plans. First, quite standard 50-50. Second, 60-40 with 60% during construction and 40% over 24 months after handover. And 65-35 with 65% during construction and 35% over 35 months after handover. If the risks don't materialize, construction goes smoothly, and Leos delivers on quality, these apartments could bring decent rental returns. Since they are larger, the rental rates should be higher. If a studio rents out for around 15,000 US dollars, the rent-price ratio would be about 7.9%. The estimated handover date is the second quarter of 2027, which is pretty normal for this type of property. But there is one project that's planned to be completed in just a year – Benghazi Ruby in JVC. Short delivery timelines are a Benghazi feature, and they normally need around 1.5 to 2 years to hand over the property after sales start. They can achieve that because they tend to sell when construction is already in progress and they have everything in-house, just like Imtiaz. Ruby is not their first project in JVC, and they've had some success there. Let's take a look at Benghazi Heights and Benghazi Corner. The graphs on your screen show historical price per square foot growth. The blue line represents Benghazi developments, and you can see that they've significantly outperformed the average growth in JVC. Since 2022, average apartment prices in JVC have increased by 20%, while Benghazi Heights grew by 56%, and Benghazi Corner grew by 43%. These Benghazi projects got their investors a rent-to-price ratio of around 8%. JVC's average is 7%, and Dubai's overall average is 5%. Not bad, right? But expecting the same results from Ruby is overly optimistic. I'll explain why in a couple of minutes. The starting price for a studio apartment in Ruby is 188,000 US dollars. A 1-bedroom is 285,000, a 2-bedroom is 450,000, and a 3-bedroom apartment is 675,000 US dollars. So, is this price good? Let's run the numbers. The most comparable Benghazi buildings, Corner and Heights, have no studios. So for price comparison, we'll use their 1-bedrooms. Currently, Benghazi Ruby offers one-bedroom apartments at a minimum price of around $395 per square foot. The average price for one-bedroom apartments in Benghazi Corner is $365 per square foot. So the minimum price for Benghazi Ruby is about 10% higher than Benghazi Corner. This difference is alright, because Benghazi's building quality has improved since then, Ruby's location is better, and Ruby comes fully designed, but the real comparison is against the market. When Corner was launched, the average price per square foot for one-bedrooms in GVC was around $295, and Corner was priced at about the same level. But the quality of Benghazi's project was much higher than the area's average. Remember how Corner grew twice as fast as GVC's average. That's why they underpriced the property. Now let's see if the same applies to Benghazi Ruby. The current GVC average price per square foot for a one-bedroom is $288, while Ruby is priced at $395. So Ruby is priced 1.4 times higher than the market. This case is completely different from the Corner. All that means the units are reasonably priced but not underpriced, so you shouldn't expect them to outperform the market by 2 or 3 times. Now let's discuss rent. Currently, one-beds in GVC rent for around $18.5 thousand per year. In Benghazi Heights and Benghazi Corner, average rental rates are around $20.5 thousand US. With their average unit price of around $250,000 to $160,000 US, their rent-to-price ratio is about 8%. We estimate that the rent-to-price ratio for a studio in Benghazi Ruby will be about the same, 8%. But there is a project where you can achieve an even higher rent-to-price ratio. And before we jump into that, I want to remind you that if you are looking for a high-yield real estate investment in Dubai, we're here to help. We handle property searches, figure out payment options, run all the numbers, and manage the investment process end-to-end. All absolutely for free. So if you're open to it, scan the QR code, WhatsApp us, or click the link in the description. My team works 7 days a week. Now to the next project, One Beverly by H&B Homes. It's located in Arjan, an area near GVC. It's a quiet residential community with mostly mid-rise buildings, just 20 minutes to Dubai Marina and 20 minutes to downtown. Arjan has been growing in line with the market. Over the past 3 years, prices in the area increased by 31% compared to 36% average growth for Dubai apartments. However, this area isn't really for those looking for significant value appreciation. It's great for renting out. The average rent-to-price ratio in the area is around 7% in general and 8% for studios. H&B Homes is a boutique real estate developer that focuses on low-rise buildings with a decent level of amenities. They currently have 3 completed buildings in Dubai, all delivered on time, and they also have 4 more under construction. Apartments in One Beverly come with equipped kitchens, kitchen islands, and quite unusual designs of tinted glass wardrobes. The minimum you'd have to spend on a studio is $184,000 US, while one bedrooms start at $265,000 US, and 2 bedrooms are priced at a minimum of $410,000 US. The best comparison building to One Beverly is probably Beverly Residences in GVC. Prices there grew by 51% in 3 years, which is almost 25% faster than the average growth in GVC. Studios in Beverly Residences currently rent on average for $16,000 US. This gives us a rent-to-price ratio in their new project of around 8.6%. That's a really good number. Now, as we've gone through 4 different affordable investment opportunities, let's get to the final one. It hasn't launched yet, and there isn't a lot of information, but you might want to keep it on your radar. I am talking about a new project by Iman in Motor City. And the reason it's on this list is definitely not because of Motor City itself. It's an okay area, 25 minutes away from Dubai Marina and downtown, and part of it is a pretty green villa community. But there is an autodrome there, and real car races take place, sometimes overnight, so the noise level isn't the best. I also cannot say the area is fantastic from a growth perspective. Since 2020, it has grown by 26%, which is not the best and lower than the market average. No remarkable buildings have been built there for a long time, but recently, Shoba launched a new project in Motor City. It's called Orbis, and it's a complex of 7 residential buildings. Shoba is known for building places that are really pleasant to live in, and now Iman is planning to do the same. and Iman is a remarkable developer to invest in. Let's take a look at Iman's Oxford 212, located in GVC. The average price per square foot in this building has grown by 76% since 2022, while the area average is 23% over the same period. That's an insane value appreciation rate for such a short period of time. Also, Oxford 212 has one of the highest rent-to-price ratios in the area, 13%, compared to the GVC average of about 7%. Another building by Iman is Oxford Residence, with a rent-to-price ratio of 8.5%. And then there is Oxford Terraces, built just at the beginning of 2024. The current rent-to-price ratio for this building is 11%. So you see the point. The developer consistently delivers great returns for its investors. There are no details yet about the new project in Motor City, such as the unit mix or prices. All we know so far is that the sales launch is planned for the end of January or February 2025. So if this aligns with your investment timeline, stay tuned. And if you want to learn more about real estate investing in Dubai, you should check out this video.